Okay. If I remember correctly, we were just finished with Onett and about to start into Twoson. I decided to just go on and save in the hotel room, or go to the hotel and save. I didn't want to continue on last night, it was a little bit late. So, started a little bit earlier tonight in the hopes that I can get through all of Twoson. I don't know if I'll be able to. We will find out. Twoson is actually two segments. There's the village, the city itself, which has a little bit of a subplot in it. And damn it, Dakin. When I'm talking, I'm probably gonna mess up words. It happens. Anyways, Twoson itself, the city itself, has its own little subplots, and there's also enemies that just randomly roam around the city. Cranky old lady here. I'm gonna beat the shit out of her with a baseball bat. Because that's what you do, right? So this is where I'm going to get our first party member. However, I have to do a few things first. These guys are kind of relevant later on. Also, they play decent music. Ah, okay. Well, I feel better then. Thank you, Dakin, for clarifying. We've got the developer in dog form again. Still the inexplicable ability to talk to animals. So we've got Berglund Park here. Note the name. It's named that for a reason. Right there. There you go. That's the reason. Yeah, you don't have to bribe crooked cops, you only have to bribe the mob boss that runs the place. I don't have $98, so no. However, that is actually a genuinely useful item. Of course the thugs were smitten by a preschooler. I mean, come on. I do not want a banana. So, most of this stuff is useless. I forgot how to control it. So I can get a ruler, it measures things. Like, you pull it out in battle and you measure things. It doesn't really do anything. But this is one of the very few things that's genuinely useful in this park. Fresh eggs. You buy them and you keep them in your inventory for long enough, relative to the number of steps you've walked, and it'll eventually hatch into a chicken, which you can then turn around and sell for, like, I think it's $120 or $150. It's a huge markup. So I'm gonna go in and buy one if I have the space for it. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Let's see. I do not need the cold remedy. I could have sold it, but I don't care that much. I don't really need the money from this, I just like to do this every game. It's entertaining, they make a weird little noise. One of these people sells condiments, which automatically apply to any item that you use that's consumable. They boost the effect of the item based on what the item is and the condiment, so you have to be very careful about the placement of the item and the condiment, which item you use with the condiment. It's very, very time consuming, very annoying, and given the limited space in your inventory, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I do like chickens, it's true. I do. So the dude standing on top of the roof, he's the head dude in the park. He's gonna jump off and try and fight me. I'm not gonna do that yet. He's a little tough. I'm gonna just leave him be for now. So you should hear little cheep sounds. That means that the egg has already hatched. It's a chick now. Well, I was not talking about condoms. Sorry about that. I want to talk to that cat, but I can't. Excuse me. And now her father is panicked. It really is out of an insane asylum. I'm not gonna lie, that is totally true. It's really fucked up. So I'm just gonna stroll up here into Paula's room. I'm gonna go sell the chicken first. I know, I break everything. I really do. Damn it. So I'm gonna hop on the bicycle. Now this thing just goes forward, all on its own. Of course he would, but you know what? I'm really glad that he's not here now. Thank you for ruining that for me forever. I'm gonna sell this chicken to this department store. Note that I made $110 and it cost me $12. It's an easy way to make quick money if you really need it. However, I don't. There we go. Now I can make use of S-Cargo Express in order to, damn it. In order to, store items. There we go. I'm pretty sure that the people that work for S-Cargo Express have invented a teleporter or a dimensional warp system of some sort. They just kind of go through wherever they want. I don't actually need the bicycle ever again. And that's all I'm gonna give him. Burger shop, bakery, don't need either of those. So, just like the yo-yo, the slingshot is more powerful than the current bat, however, it's incredibly inaccurate. Like, I think I end up missing roughly 2/3 of the shots. It's terrible. I don't like using it. So, can't use any of these items. Let's see if this woman has anything. I can't remember. Yeah, she's got it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and deposit all my money so that if I do die, it doesn't cripple me. No. I think this guy needs... Nope. Yeah, he just tells you how to cure homesickness. Okay. So, we've done the first encounter with Paulo's father, which will activate one of the subplots. I think now I'll come down here and he should trigger again, I think. It's either that or I need to go sleep first. No, okay, he's out here. Good. There we go. So, before I go talk to him, I'm gonna come down and speak to these two motherfuckers. I should have brought more money. Now, in the game, the first time you run through, you would probably just say yes to him and the Apple Kid. But I know what's gonna happen here. He's useless, this motherfucker. He is completely useless. The only thing that he invents in the entire game, if I remember correctly, is a machine that plays Ode to the Orange Kid and breaks halfway through. This guy, on the other hand, is probably the most useful support character in the entire game. All he wants is a hamburger. Ah, damn. Which, conveniently, if I remember correctly, there is... Ah, no, okay. So that's something for another character. I'm gonna store it for now. I'm gonna go pop over, grab some money. I will fight Everdread on the way. I'll kill this guy too, because I like these guys. The New Age Retro Hippie. I'm gonna beat him with a baseball bat. See, that's what the ruler does in combat. How useful. Alright. There we go. Motherfucker jumps off his roof and bites me. Basic physical shield. Will stop him from hurting me as badly. Food always wins, that's true. Of course, maybe the shield won't even matter at this point. Oh, doesn't matter. He jumps off his roof, bites me, and then fucks about. That's cool. That's cool. A chubby boy. That would be the motherfucker named Pokey from the start of the game. See, it feels to me like in this situation, someone should have mentioned this to the cops. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Just, Like, that's just what it seems like to me. I don't feel like a 12-year-old boy should have to go beat up some old man in a park to find this shit out. Yeah, you should be. You really should be. That's a damn good point, Dakin. If there were cops, that would not have happened at all. I also have not seen a police station in this town. I'm gonna stop this truck. You are my truck now. You belong to me. You do what I want. You only move when I tell you to. Be free, truck! Unfortunately, we'll go through this dream real quick. Unfortunately, the dude who gave me free money yesterday isn't gonna do it again. Just says that now. I'm not entirely sure what the sort of vermilion is, Dakin. Okay, so I need a couple $100. No big deal. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. I'll have to check that later, Old Mary. Okay, now, hop back down here, pay off the Apple Kid. There we go. Animals are strangely intelligent in this game. Also kind of creepy. Anyways, what he gave me is the receiver phone, which is a cell phone that can only answer. See, what's confusing to me about this is they only deliver, and yet, they have cash registers and a cashier always stationed there. That's true. They are still selling pizza regardless. So this is one of the... I was about to say one of the trippy parts of the game, but realistically speaking, the entire game is pretty trippy. But it's pretty much the first really trippy thing. And it's sort of a sign of things to come. We've got the Peaceful Rest Valley, which is the exact opposite of what it's called. And we've got Happy Happy Village, which again is the exact opposite of what it's called. I hate these things so much. Fortunately, we have someone who will buy mushrooms off of our heads, because those things are here all the time, all over the place. So there's the UFOs that dude mentioned. They could be worse to fight, but they're still not great to fight. They do a decent amount of damage. And they don't have any dick-about moves, unlike most of the enemies that we faced until now. They're all business. So they can pretty much wreck your face real fast. If I had bought the slingshot before coming here, Nephi would have actually possibly killed me. Because I would have missed enough of the shots that it would have beaten me out. So we've got a pencil here, right? Another one of those oddities in this game, which Dakin alluded to. So we can't go any further because of this stupid pencil statue. So, what else we're gonna do? We're gonna turn around and make our way back. This bridge, no, can't get across. No way down here, so we'll just go back, I guess. Well, you're about to see past the pencil, Dakin. I'm just gonna murder him this way because I feel like it. I'm gonna go sleep in a hotel before I go any further anyways. So that's part of why I don't use that move very much with Ness. As you saw, my smash attack, or my normal physical attack, when it's a single enemy, one or two, the PP cost is too high to be worth it. Okay, so, this is the Apple Kid. And he has conveniently invented a device that will save our asses here. Maybe I don't have to go to a hotel. Come here, butterfly. Let me eat you. Yeah, that should be fine. So, the Apple Kid is eccentric as hell. But you have to go and talk to him and get that receiver phone and give him his money before you can get past that pencil. But you have to do it before you go and visit the pencil. So he's not at home, so we'll talk to this schmuck. So he's in Berglund Park, we're gonna head over that way. See what's up. Fortunately, what's up is not the motherfucker who tried to bite us to death. Probably need to go get a shot for that now. How convenient. How convenient. But you have to do that in the right order to get the item, which Dakin, I guess that if you got to the pencil and never got past it, that might be why. You do have to do it in that order. I don't think that if you go there and then come back and bribe the Apple Kid, I don't think that he'll just give it to you or anything like that. I think you have to go back again, see the pencil statue again, and then come back to Twoson. Ah, 3 of them. So the annoying thing about these is that they use Psi Magnet. Now, the problem is that at this point in the game, aside from happening across a butterfly, I have absolutely no way to restore my PP. Now, with Ness, as you saw, his offensive attack isn't that great. So, yeah. So, it's not that critical, but it is still annoying. That makes sense, Dakin. Sometimes the spawns are pretty cruel, and you end up with an assload of enemies through here. I'm actually kind of surprised at how few I'm fighting. There we go. These haven't been very good level ups. That's kind of a shame. It doesn't ultimately matter very much. You'll see why eventually, but for Ness at least, it doesn't make much difference. But as you see, got rid of the iron pencil statue. Conveniently, thank you, Apple Kid, for inventing that very bizarre invention. We got Fuzzy Pickles again. That's really the only reason to come up here. I thought there was an item, but I think it's on the other side. Oh, no, 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 no. I do not want to fight that. So if you go far enough off screen, or if you push an enemy far enough off screen, it reloads the buffer, clears it out, and you get a new enemy, if you get an enemy at all. Usually. Doesn't seem to be working for me here. Maybe I'm not going far enough. I don't know. Ah, damn it. Anyways, those things, they hit kinda hard. They got a lot of HP. None of that's the problem. I guess I have to fight it. The problem with these is that when they die, it's in a huge fireball. Whew, got past. They explode on death. It will murder your face off. Every single time you fight them, pretty much, the only reason that you survive it is if you press A fast enough to get through all of the subsequent tech screens. If you level up during the fight, you're fucked. Such that it stops the fight before the rolling HP meter hits 0. They do that in order to teach you about the rolling HP meter, but it's still incredibly frustrating. Also, if you've got that plus other enemies, it's unpleasant. Well, this probably killed me. That was a mistake. Yep. There it is. Okay, that's fine. I will not be doing a moonwalk. I do not have that power. Alright, this time I'm going to pop in to Paula's room and steal her teddy bear. Don't mind me, innocent preschoolers. Just here to loot your savior's room. Cool. So, teddy bears are kind of convenient. They act as a spear catcher. They're a fake party member. They've got HP, but all they do is just sit there. When you've got Ness, it's a 50% chance, roughly, that the enemy will target the teddy bear instead of Ness. Which is extremely convenient. Oh, it will break, don't you worry. Goody. Now, it's especially useful when it comes to status effects and things like Psi Magnet. Since I only have myself right now, oh my god, I've missed, what, 3 times? It does things like that. Instead of completely fucking me over when I get hit with spores, sometimes it just hits the teddy bear. So that's mostly why I carry it. Less for the damage, more for the status effects. There we go. Now, fortunately for me... I'm sorry, unfortunately for me, the teddy bear's HP, like mine, does not replenish automatically at the end of battle. So, he doesn't last very long. He's not gonna make it all the way to Happy Happy Village. In fact, given that terrible performance in that previous battle, there's a good chance that he won't even make it through this cave. Shit. Yep, there it goes. But still, it saved me from being spored and from some of my PP being stolen, so it was worth it. Given that it was free. By free, I mean, I am a terrible human being and I stole a teddy bear from a little girl's room. And used it to fight enemies. Okay, let's try to do this with less sucking. Oddly enough, this is actually probably one of the hardest parts in the game. Mostly because there's very little room for error. I don't have a lot of PP, I don't have very good items, I don't have any way to restore my PP, I don't have any extra party members to make up for accidental screw-ups. It's just kind of a clusterfuck. Spinning robots, in some ways they're actually not as bad as the UFOs. However, they do that. They give me a cold. Unfortunately, they continue to do it constantly. I don't usually see them do it that many times in a row, but I'm not going to question it. So I'm going to go ahead and heal that. I'm not sure what you mean, Old Mary. What's upgraded Splash? I need to stop missing. Holy fucking shit. Apparently my character is retarded. Doesn't know how to swing a baseball bat anymore. I guess just like with the Titanic ant. The giant ant? I don't remember anymore. Just like with that, third time's a charm. Hey look, it's a cop. We should tell him about Paula. Oops. RNGesus is a dick. This is proving troublesome. This... I need him. No. It probably is a Nazi. Oh, I guess not. Peace. Yes, cop does respond in typical cop fashion. See, why weren't you doing that before, character? God damn it, asshole. Swing bat, hit enemy. Smash enemy to death. I remember when I was a kid, I always thought that this music was incredibly creepy. Fucking missed. So, typically when I'm going through this segment of the game, I try to just avoid the enemies. Kind of hurts the level gain some, but it means that you don't have to go through this as many times. Usually. So that's very convenient. That doesn't usually happen. Makes my life a lot easier. Still, what? Now the game is just trolling me. I will murder every single woodland creature I can find. If I can't run away from them, I mean. I'm gonna run away from them first. This is a bad place for mad games, man. Bad place. Should be, yes, present. Not useful to me immediately, but we're about to get our second party member, and it is useful to her. Now, if I remember correctly... Yeah, there we go. Could have gotten this one first. I'll grab it on the way out. Damn. Another fucking butterfly. Oh wait, no, we don't need to. Dude at the bridge just says that that he broke the bridge on purpose. Again, I'll just grab that on the way out. I don't particularly need it right now. Fuck. I definitely don't need that. I'm just gonna slide on by. Jesus fuck. No, 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 no! Hey there, dope boy. Okay, as far as opening attacks go, that's not too bad. I'm gonna slap a shield on. Because these motherfuckers hit hard. And I'm gonna try to paralyze it. That's the travel charm at work right there. Hopefully it fills again. There we go. So, I'm hoping to get through this relatively unscathed. Come on, quick, 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 quick. There we go. Okay. Whew. Didn't lose too much life out of it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and heal now. Grab this butterfly. And there is a present up here that I do actually want to grab. Like, I'm willing to drop a hamburger for it. Ah. There we go. Don't mind me, I just figured out how to work my controller. Pretty good increase to defense. Definitely want that. Not dead yet. Oh. Still would really rather not fight those things. I don't mind fighting these so much. There we go. Okay. Now head on down here. Oof. I was kind of afraid that I had moved a bit too far in the wrong direction. I'm gonna smash the little UFO first. Ah, that was an accident. So again, the game does not remember what you were targeting. You have to control it yourself. There we go. I'm not too concerned about colds right now because I'm almost through the Peaceful Rest Valley. All I've got is this one cave in front of me, and it's full of useless, low-level enemies. Oh wait, no. This one's full of cultists, actually. Okay. Go ahead and heal. Life up. Pop on in here. Now I think I skipped a present, but it wasn't anything too important. Yeah, okay, so it's just some coil snakes. One experience point! I'm just gonna ignore the rest of them. Now, we are in Happy, Happy Village. Music's kind of warped because the town is kind of warped. Well, they do. They do exist. Mr. Carpenter is the leader of the cult. And yes, the irony is that this village is named Happy Happy Village, and they paint everything blue. Including me. They are painting me blue, actively, right now. So, as creepy as this place is, we got this dude over here. This is our first encounter with a Mr. Saturn. You won't see them yet, but this is their very unique way of speaking. As you can see, he resisted the demand to paint everything blue. The cow is indeed painted blue. That is correct. Oh, don't get me wrong. I like blue. I just wouldn't particularly care to live in a town that was entirely painted blue, and shades thereof. It would be kind of strange. That's all. Also, mostly what's wrong here is the fact that they're probably going to commit or use humans as sacrifices. That's not cool. Usually, sometimes. Depends on my mood. So this is the hotel for the town. I forgot that I need money right now. They have an ATM. I just gotta go find it. Oh, fuck it. There's a butterfly. Go to the hotel. Come here. You. There we go. There you heard it first here, folks. Painting things blue, cure for divorce. This is the hospital. Okay, tour of the town is pretty much done. Ugh. I don't know, man. Like, people tell me that is bad. Something about morality, I guess. Of course, I say that as I bludgeon people into, normality with a baseball bat, so. Okay, creepy stalker. So this is one of the easiest ways to get money in the game. You can just take these things. I'm not going to, because I don't feel like it, but you can. If you happen to be low on cash, you can do that. So we get our next bat here, the Sandlot bat. I saw my T-ball bat to get it. We get the copper bracelet, which is a substantial boost to our defense. Go. I'm gonna pawn off. I'm gonna need that for Paula. I know. I'll call us Cargo Express. There we go. I'm probably gonna be up until about 1. I don't really want to be up too much later than that. It also partly depends on how long it takes for me to get through Twoson. I would call it about halfway done with it right now, and it's taken me about an hour to get here. And once I get Paula, it gets a lot easier too. I'm not gonna need the pencil eraser for a while. I can't remember which order I'm supposed to do this in, but I'm just going to kind of do it like this. So, more enemies from the beginning of the game. They don't concern me at all, but the game is hard-coded to make sure that these enemies do not instant win. I mean, yeah, so you can't instant win against them. I figured that it's just the game developers trying to be dicks. Yay, a cookie! I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and eat it. Well, I'm partly wrong. You get an instant win if you get a back attack on them. Okay. Another cookie. I need an empty inventory slot, so I'm just gonna go on ahead and eat one. Pop my ass in here. And here we have Paula in a cage. There you go. Paula is this game's equivalent of a mage. She has raw psychic power, massive amounts of PP, and she is squishy as all get out. She has an awful lot of trust in me for someone who just met me. When you are the only person in the party, that item is immensely useful. When you got 4 people in your party, less so. So here we have this chucklefuck again, here to ruin everything. I really hate him. Really, really hate him. I'm not even gonna bother with that. Pop that fucker in the face real quick. This game has a very large variety of enemies that summon help. Every single one of them is annoying. All of them. Fortunately, they barely do any damage, but it's still very frustrating. Later on in the game, it's less of an issue because we have Paula. Paula's offensive attacks are far superior than mine. I'm not gonna bother with that yet. And she'll be able to help take care of these guys, this sort of enemy, a whole lot faster. One of the main downsides to getting Paula is that she is only level 1 when we get her. She does not show up at our level, she just shows up at level 1. Ah, finally, an actually useful level up. Yes! Predictably, we cannot catch Pokey. If we could, I would bludgeon him to death with his own skull. Run through this fight real quick. I don't think that I need to stop and heal. I might wander the town briefly just to see if I can spawn up a butterfly, but that's about it. This fight is not actually too terribly difficult. Now, I mean, if I tried to challenge him without the... Jesus, fuck. If I tried to challenge him without the Franklin badge, it would be very difficult. But I have it. So it's all good. Okay, I'm just gonna pop in here then. Damn. So this is just, it's a big maze. Most of these guys that have a space next to them like that can either move or you can fight them. That is a red herring. It is these two, I think. Go. I don't particularly want that. Let's say I go through here and fight him. Don't go to heaven! What an incredibly powerful insult. There we go. Conveniently, Carpainter mostly uses electric attacks. He does, however, have some other attacks. Again, this game gets laggy sometimes. This is one of those times. There's a whole lot of stuff on screen at once. Okay. I hate going through that room because of the lag. It's really bad. Excellent reaction, dude. Top marks. So, if you remember, the statue that we went underground into some creepy motherfucker's basement hole thing to see, it's this. It's this statue here. Behind this dude. No, I don't think I will. There we go. So, lightning attacks in this game are interesting. The lightning spell, Scythe Thunder, it doesn't target any one enemy. It just casts or summons a certain number of lightning strikes. I'm gonna go on and paralyze him. Again, you can actually do that to bosses in this game, sometimes. Not always. But anyways, the lightning attacks in this game, they don't target a specific enemy. You just sort of cast it in general, or use it in general. And the more enemies there are, the more chances it has to hit. If there's only a certain number, if there's only a couple of enemies, then it's not likely to hit. It does a lot of single enemy damage for very, very little psychic points, but it's typically not worth trying to use. As far as I can tell, the crashing bang boom attack, boom bang bang boom, is specifically coded such that it has a much higher chance to hit a single enemy, rather than the way that Scythe Thunder works. Most enemies in this game do not use Scythe Thunder. They use a crashing bang boom attack. So as you briefly saw, if I hadn't pushed the button too quickly, this thing is called the Manny Manny statue. And it warps people who are near it, who spend too much time with it. Just like it warped him. There we go. And the key. Now, as you can tell, that fight would have been much, much more difficult without the Franklin badge. That crashing bang boom attack would have hit me considerably frequently, and it would have done a hefty amount of damage. I think it was doing 90 or so damage to him. It would have wrecked me. He's a dirty liar. We already know that. I would stab used heroin needles into his dick over and over and over. You read that right, folks. He took all the food. Crows are still here. They're still annoying. I honestly have forgotten how often us misses enemies. God no, it's a cookie. I don't want to throw anything away. Okay. Pop our asses in here, let Paula go. Oh. Whatever. That's true. There we go. She's damn right about that. So, given that she's level 1, she has very little HP, very little PP, and all of her stats are garbage. The difference is astounding, frankly. She also has just a single attack. So, that is actually why they put the enemies that they did here. It's to give you a chance to actually level her up a little bit. However, I'm not going to do it that way. Not how I roll. She gets to go through a trial by fire. Fuzzy Pickles! I am going to go on ahead and murder couple of these crows, whatever one gets in my way, but the experience gained from them is so low that it's not worth it. See, 2 experience points each? No. No, no, no. Also, do note that the game splits experience points. So the crows gave me 3 before, now it's giving 2 to each of us. It does round up, thankfully. It's not completely heartless. So, what I'm going to do instead... I'm going to pop in here. I didn't come in here before. It wasn't necessary. But before we go back to Twoson, I'm going to come in here. Oh, there goes Paula. That's great. I was really hoping that it would target me, or, I don't know, the teddy bear. Okay. The odds of that happening are actually pretty fucking low. The idea that I use is, I go in there, kill one of those with her, it probably murders the teddy bear, no big deal, and, oops. And then she'll skyrocket up, I think it's 5 levels at once, which gets her strong enough to be able to withstand a couple of hits. I'm gonna pull all of this out now. I use baseball bats. Ness does, I mean. Paula uses frying pans. Have a good one, Dakin. Every character in this game has a unique defensive and offensive items, but there are some that are generic across them, so the Holmes hat, pretty much all of them can wear, and other hats like that, but Paula is the only one that can wear ribbons, and typically speaking, her ribbon of a given area is better than whatever the generic hat is. And that's typically true of any of the unique items. So I'll go ahead and revive her. Go, pop back in here now that she's got a bit better defense. Maybe that'll help. Kill this guy. This mole pretty much always spawns. It's very rare that he doesn't. Much better. And now she gains some levels. Mad experience, bro. Sci-Fire Alpha. The real Sci-Fire. That was still a terrible mistake of naming it that. So she's squishy, but she does a lot of damage, and she's fast. So pretty typical nuker mage type character. So Psy-Freeze is to one enemy and it does significant amounts of damage, and it has a rare chance to freeze them. Psy-Fire is to an entire row. You will have noticed earlier that some of the enemies spawn on the front and some on the back. So that's front or back row. I think it's only 2. Typically speaking, there is absolutely no reason to ever have Paula use a normal attack. There is a point where her normal attack finally outmatches Psy-Freeze Alpha, but it takes a while. And as you can see, Psy-Freeze Alpha is pretty potent. Psy-Freeze Omega is basically her single strongest attack. And it's one of the strongest attacks in the entire game. It's very useful. Terrible naming idea. The bats are annoying, but they confuse themselves very easily and quite frequently. So fortunately for the most part, they don't do a lot that's really concerning. No big deal. There we go. So now we have her 3 offensive attacks, and we have her shield. Paula gets the psychic shields, Ness gets the normal shields. So since Paul is already pretty fast, I'm just going to go ahead and give this to Ness. Try and get his speed up a little bit. I'm not too concerned about PP right now. I can just pop outside and heal, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Before I come back in and take on the boss of the dungeon. Unfortunately, the game does not automatically change the row that you're targeting if you kill everything in that row. It's unfortunate, but oh well. So, Flash Alpha, which Ness just learned. Initially, it seems useless. It just does a little bit of a status effect, no damage. That's about it. It makes it harder for them to hit you, and nothing else. It does affect all enemies, which is nice, but that's really all it does. Later on in the game... that was a mistake. Later on in the game, when we finally get... Flash Omega, it changes it completely. I think it's Omega. I think that one has 4. It changes it completely from something that just gives a moderate status effect, or a few status effects as it becomes later, and instead it's able to instantly kill enemies. So not every time, it is with a chance, but it makes it a very, very potent power. Now, this town, I think, this is pretty much the fastest I've ever seen something get painted. Ever. Now, one nice thing here, they let me stay free of charge. So I'm gonna pop back in there, and we'll see if I can get through this dungeon in one go. It may not happen, but we'll find out. So there goes the teddy bear. Now, Paula isn't at much risk from these guys anymore, thankfully. However, the big bear that was wandering around up there, up top, he is. Grab this present real quick. Damn. That bear has the ability to instant kill Paula at this point. Again, kind of expected to put dick about and level up elsewhere. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna run in here and murder everything. Or die. I mean, it could go either way, really. That's moderately annoying, but at the same time, now I can do this with impunity. The boss in this area is actually pretty tough, so I don't want to go wasting a whole bunch of her psychic points right now. I'm also really, really hoping that she's going to get freeze beta before we reach the final boss of this area. Whew. That was close. I thought that the bat had hit me. So I'm gonna go on ahead and shield Paula. Because if this guy hits her without a shield, it will rip her apart. I don't want that to happen right now. See? Pretty devastating. What I want is for her to get some of the experience points from this fight. That way, she should level up much faster. There we go. Come on, give me beta. Yes! Of course there's a bee here. I mean, a butterfly. After I used the items. Why wouldn't it be like that? Okay, I'm gonna kill this guy. Since there's a butterfly up there, I am going to just go ahead and slap down Cypher's beta. Should kill him in one go. Game is giving me really good luck with these butterflies. That has me very, very concerned as to what it's going to troll me with later. There we go. Hopefully it gives me another butterfly, but I'm not really expecting it. It's already been incredibly generous with the things. Beautiful. Jesus. Yeah, so that's the problem with the bats. Their smash attacks hurt. Woo! 13. Beautiful. I love the music in this game, man. Like, no joke, that was always one of the best parts about it. Run up here and grab this present. I don't remember what's in it. Sweet. That is the very first side restoration item in the game, and we're probably going to use it on this boss fight. I'm not going to lie. I don't remember how much it restores. 20. Okay, that's cool. So there's a very good chance that it will get used right now, and that's fine. Given Paula's level at this point, it may be necessary. How much is this here? So this is the second year sanctuary. The enemy, he can be challenging sometimes, but he's actually not as difficult as he initially seems. If I remember correctly, you can paralyze him. Yep, there we go. And he is a purely physical enemy. That's not good. I forgot about that. I'm going to slap a shield on Paula anyways. And I'm going to use fire on him. Not ice. That didn't work either. Cool. I guess I'll just beat the shit out of him. That works too. I'll try Scythe Thunder. It rarely hits. Yeah, good miss. So, if you can get him paralyzed, especially right at the start, he becomes a lot easier. There's still a slim chance that he'll be able to break through it for long enough to murder Paula, but the odds at least are a lot lower. A lot lower. As you saw, psychic damage doesn't really do much to him. I always forget about that and use it anyways. I guess I'm just dumb. He will run out of PP, at which point he just dies. Nice. I do realize that this is kind of boring. I would rather boring than Paula being dead. He deals something like 100 damage with one of his attacks, if I remember correctly. Which, as you can tell, would murder Paula in one go. Just outright. There we go. Got him. If you don't paralyze him at the start of the fight, if you go in with the Final Fantasy mindset of, oh, you can't status effect bosses, you die. A lot. It's a much, much, much harder fight at that point. But to my mind, this is the way to get Paula to level her up initially. This way the trek back to Twoson is a lot easier. I'll stop for a minute. Okay. So that's the second year sanctuary. Each of them is a different thing. You always get a little snippet of a memory. You always get a snippet of the sound of the melody. It means something bigger later, but we'll just wait for that to come up. Anyways, doing it this way, leveling Paula this way, in my mind, is much more efficient. She levels up a lot faster, and you get that sanctuary. It helps. It helps a lot to do it this way, I think. I do wish that I would remember that you can't really do anything to that guy with a psychic offensive move. That would be useful. So I'm going to get back to Twoson. I don't know if I'm going to go further than that right now. We'll find out when I get there. I'll decide. Because I think it'll probably be about 1 in the morning when I get there. I'm not sure how much longer I want to stay up than that. On the way out, there's no real reason to preserve stats. I mean, I'm just gonna go out and go to the free hotel anyways. So I'm gonna farm these bears and bats for experience. And on the way back to Twoson, I will go ahead and pick up the items that I skipped, now that I have more inventory space. As always, inventory management in this game is nightmarish. And fuck you, bat. Nice. And life up beta. Just in time, too. I'm gonna leave those guys alone. Okay. Hop back out here. Don't think there's anything else that we really need to do here. So I'm gonna go ahead and heal. You're not forgiven. You're not forgiven. Just fuck off. The emulator that I'm using, Hygen, is designed for accuracy. So for the most part, it's actually pretty spot on. However, there are some differences. The biggest one being that since it's designed specifically for accuracy, its performance isn't always great. The game was always laggy, but in Hygen, sometimes it frame drops randomly, and sometimes the music and audio desyncs a little bit. But for the most part, it's not too bad. I would not say that it's worth spending the $200+ to acquire a cartridge. the difference is not that great. However, since I do have a cartridge, I do enjoy playing on it occasionally. I just don't have any set up to stream that. I don't know how much those cost. I don't think that they're super cheap. I don't really feel like shelling out for it right now. I just really wanted to show off the game. Also, I'm kind of hesitant to play it too much. I don't want to risk running down my cartridge's battery. Yay, side magnet. So we have a bridge here. There was a luck capsule that I do need to get, and there were a couple of other items that are less important. That's one of them. I don't remember what that one was, but I don't think it was that important. Ah, bomb. That is actually kind of useful. I've never done it. I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up. I don't think that it's too difficult, but it's still not something I'd want to do. In part because since my cartridge is the one that I've always played on, that I've always owned, I actually have a save file from back when I first started playing this game. I don't really want to lose that save file. If it does die, then I'll deal with it, I'll replace the battery, move on with my life, accept the fact that the save file is gone, but it would be preferable not to. So, like, if you were able to get your hands on a cartridge that simply couldn't save anymore for a reduced value, I would certainly look up replacement process first, but I don't think that would be too difficult. I can't imagine that it would be. You would mostly just need the right battery and the right size screwdrivers. Oh, fuck! Ah, damn it. I'm stuck on the box. Okay, so here I have to be careful to destroy the sprout first. Or else killing that... Beautiful. Killing that oak is going to murder both of us. Run through it fast, run through it fast, run through it fast, run through it fast. Come on. There we go. And now we have a fixed bridge. Nope, don't care, don't want to fight y'all. With my luck, we're gonna get spored right now after all of that, and have to go through, go to the hospital. Beautiful. so we got back to Twoson. It only took about 10 minutes instead of 15. That's nice. You, come here, come here! So there's not much left in Twoson. I'm gonna go visit her parents, let them know that she's safe. I think her mother is kind of dumb. Like, not as an offensive thing, just that she's maybe not the quickest tool in the shed. Also, I think her father might need a reality check. I realize that that people viewed the world of the 80s, 90s as not quite as horrifying, but still. Also, the item that I got, a hand-aid. Handmade band-aid. If I remember correctly, it actually fully restores you. There we go. Now we go talk to the dude who tried to bite me after meeting me. He just gave me $10,000 in dirty money. Now, the rest of this segment, this town, doesn't really involve much combat. I'm just gonna go on ahead and run through it real quick. It doesn't take very long, and it's kind of relaxing, kind of neat. I like it. There we go. These guys are pretty chill. Fuzzy pickles. I'm only going to subject y'all to this once. So, I do actually have money that I can pay them off with. I can't remember if I can do this right now or not. Okay. Yeah. So, we're gonna go in here. I'm not gonna bother talking to most of these people. It's pretty much pointless garbage. No. There we go. We will, torment them a little bit now. Okay, so give a quick chat to these guys. There we go. I think this is the dude I have to talk to get to trigger the subplot. Okay. Now we'll come out here, and I'm going to pop off the microphone while this plays, so y'all can enjoy the dulcet tunes of the Runaway Five. I also wanted to eat a cookie for a little bit. Okay, so we've done that now. Can go pay off their debt. You have to do it from the side. If you try to do it from up here, it just tells you that. Now, you may be wondering why that was necessary. I didn't try to go through the tunnel to Threed before. If you try to go through it on the bus or on foot, ghosts come up and chase you and they take you back out of the tunnel and to dump you in Twoson again. You have to go through the tunnel on this bus with these guys. Do we want to ride? Hell yeah, we want to ride. They're terrible drivers. They also just killed a dog. That's cool. Bravo, guys. That was a skip sandwich. I don't really need it. I don't use those very much, so it's not important. There's a ghost. But it's okay. It's just gonna go away. See? No big deal. The tour bus is way too loud. Way too obnoxious. I'm sure the dog is burning in hell, yes. I mean, he's not wrong. So, we're in Threed now. Dig around in the garbage can just to make sure. I'll pop into the drugstore, check what they've got. They should have better weapons. So I'll, oops. I'll pull out 500. See if they got anything worth buying. Cool, cool. Yes. Okay, now we can do this. Beautiful. See, no, I mean, technically I can skip some of these weapons. It's not that big of a deal, but it really makes life a lot easier, and there's no particular reason to skip them for the most part. Money isn't much of an issue in this game, if you're going through it like a sane person. Now, if you're fucking up a lot, like I've been doing, and dying a lot and having to use the hotel a whole lot, then it can change matters. It can get a lot more expensive. I don't think I can squeeze through there. This is an arms dealer. He's not much use to us yet. Once we get our third party member, he will be. But for the moment, he's not. So this circus thing, it'll play a big role in this town. But for the moment, I'm just gonna go into this hotel, sleep the night, save, and I'm gonna call it for now. And I'll finish, or I'll go through. I don't know if I'll be able to do all of Threed, but I'll go through a good chunk of Threed next time I get a chance to do this. It may be that I just get through to Saturn Valley. I'm not sure. The Zombie Herald. So, going ahead, call Dad. Save the game. And, for once in my life, I will actually end the game. Everyone, have a good one. I will continue this later. I don't know exactly when yet, but we'll get there.